let's get into the stocks, and we'll kick it off with the stock that I come up with, the stock of the day, something that's in the news, and get the view from the expert panel. Thought we'd take a look at Kathmandu, the big retailer, outdoor clothing retailer. Came out this morning warning of an up to $13 million hit to its full year earnings, dented by the recent lockdowns across the country. 40 stores now closed in New South Wales, with 26 shutting up shop in WA for at least 4 days, and seeing underlying earnings at around $120 million. Sales to the original expectations for the full year of $930 million. Gary, Kathmandu during lockdown was, like a lot of retailers, a bit of a star. What did you think of the trading update and the stock at the moment?
Yes, it's a bit of a tough introduction for the new CEO. It's only been in there a little bit, even though he's obviously been within the business for a long time. But look, I think it's a great business, great brand. I don't know if there was value there before this news, but obviously the lockdown is going to be negative for Kathmandu. The interesting thing there is that they have grown their online business from, I think, 8.8% in 2020 to around 12.7% in 2021, the last full year, but probably still lagging maybe some other businesses. And that online sales is still quite a reliance on the store sales to come through. So a lockdown here for a month across Australia is not going to be good for them. So will impact earnings slightly there. But look, I like the business there. I just don't think the multiple's cheap here at the moment. So probably a business to have a look at. Maybe if it comes down a little lower here, maybe there could be some value down the track here, but not super cheap here at the moment. But it is expected to grow its earnings next year.
Okay, all right. So a no based at this price. Mathan, a new chief executive, their first update always brings the skeletons out of the cupboard to set themselves up nicely for a bit of growth. Apart from COVID, could there be a bit of that in this update?
Look, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, you're right. Every new CEO, rolls out the dead bodies. Yep. To bash down expectations. So, you want it as low as you can when you start. So that's logical. But I'd say, look, I'll start with the big picture. Big picture, retail has done really well. You're coming off massive handouts from governments. So if you haven't done well in the last 12 months, you've got problems. So Kathmandu is a good brand, as Damien said. And also the other thing is there's always an M&A play in Kathmandu as well. There's been a few approaches in the past. So I don't think that's going to go away either. So I think overall it's pretty good, but it is in a tough play at the moment, and it's much more relying on the store play out and outdoor holidaying type things. And if you're doing things outdoor, that's when you jump into it. And obviously when you have lockdowns, that's going to affect them. And also historically, I remember that July, August period when it's really cold, that's when they do a lot of their sales. And they do a lot of their revenue during that time. So getting locked down around this period is really bad for them. So I wouldn't be chasing this stock right now. But again, as with all retail, it's a cyclical stock. So they're priced for too much, and I expect that that's going to come off. And when it does come off, I'll start looking at it because it's a good brand. And I think there is always going to be an approach on the M&A cycle. It is one you want to keep your eye on.
Okay, all right. A watch from both of you. And of course, July and August there must be big yields in puffer jackets as everyone freezes and goes to Kathmandu to get that year's one.